slide over to the other side here. We staring right at you.
Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Good evening, everybody, from the Palace. Once again, here on the campus of Oakleaf High School, it's time once again for Hoops on SSB. Brian Paul alongside the SSB crew, and a familiar face to St. Augustine fans, but not to us. Head coach Marcus Perez is joining us for the pregame show. Happy to have you on board.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to Hoops on SSB. So you guys have been on a roll this season. 5 straight victories. I was taking a look at the schedule so far. A couple of 20, maybe 30-point wins here. Pretty good start to the season when you're 5 games in right now, and the season's very young.
Can't complain about the start. You know, we did just get our football guys on Tuesday for their first practice. So they've had 1 practice and 1 game.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, St. Augustine Jackets doing another good season in football, another run towards the state title. Unfortunately, fell short. So but now those guys are back inserted onto your roster right now. So who thus far, you know, minus those guys, has been heavily contributing to a 5-0 run and a pretty much an offensive shootout for you guys?
Well, we've had 5 guys that have all we've taken turns being the leading scorer. So Braylon Durden, who's a junior, has been our leading scorer for couple of games, really shifty guard. He's very good. One of our big kids, Jordan Wood, has had a couple of big games. Nico Ramirez had a great game over at Palatka. I mean, we sort of, everybody shares the ball. We try to guard as a group. We try to play offense as a group, and we want to push the tempo when we can, but I don't know that we're going to try to push it tonight.
Yeah, these guys are kind of long, and they're not afraid to shoot from the perimeter. How are you going to defend that tonight when you got Jelani Wright, who's about to break or has already broken a school record here at Oakleaf?
Yeah, it's a tall task, particularly where we had to play last night. Our new guys have had 1 practice. So the interesting thing about having 1 practice with those athletes is they just don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And
gotta get inserted.
You got to incorporate them into the lineup over time, and that takes a little bit of, right, you got to get reps, and guys are a little uneasy about giving up minutes, and so it was a little bit of a struggle even last night against a team we knew we were going to kind of handle, but we had a bit of a tough time getting settled. We're really just going to try to protect the scoring area tonight, right? That triangle from the top of the arc to the short corners, we got to keep the ball out of there. And if we can keep it out of there, and then we just got to do a great job physically on the glass, because it's a lot of athlete out there that we're dealing with, and our biggest guy's 6'3". So.
Yeah, Footman is a tall order to get across.
Yep.
Now, Oakley does like to press a lot. They like to attack you in the back court. You know, do you have the speed to keep up with that and break that pressure and try not? Courtney. There we go. There we go. Did we lose everything? Stand by. We good? Okay, probably just the audio that went out. But anyway, so nonetheless, a lot of... It's the fun part about being in tight quarters.
That's fine. In
always
college,
somebody
they tape that down.
Yeah.
Put on it.
Don't mind it so much in pregame. It's just when I'm in the middle of something, it's like, oh crap. So, But getting back to that one, I mean, these guys press pretty hard in the front court. So.
Candidly, if they press, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that than have to deal with some other things, right?
Right.
Of all the things we're going to have to deal with tonight, the pressure will be the one thing that I don't mind.
Yeah, that's
Now,
for sure.
we may or may not execute well against it, but if we do execute well against it, that at least it gives us a chance to get some easy baskets.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But dealing with the half-court pressure, just regular man pressure
Yeah.
stuff.
We good? Okay. Okay, I think we're back here. All right, sorry about that. You know, when you're in tight quarters like this, there's always something that gets stomped on, and you try to get people to move to the side. But anyway, we were talking about pressure in the backcourt and beating that pressure. But you're also talking about, Oakleaf at center, and you're going to have to box out and get some bodies in the lane.
That's right.
If you want to get extra possessions.
That's right. Yeah, we got our work cut out for us, right? Our biggest kid's 6'3". We're going to have to be really physical because we don't have the length and the size.
Yeah.
If we see pressure, I'd actually be okay with that because at least then we got a chance to get some 4-on-3s or 3-on-2s. Now we may or may not execute well against it. This is really, I told our guys in the pregame, this is a great measuring stick for us to understand where we are.
Right.
Right. Nobody wins anything in December, but we got to understand where we are and what we got to work on to see where we got to be by February because that's the key.
You're right, especially as you get further and further into district play when it really starts mattering and those tournaments start looming. Right now we're getting close to the holidays, getting ready to go to break. A lot of teams are playing holiday tournaments right now, so their schedules are getting tight. Every rep matters at this point for
That's
you.
right. That's right. Yeah, we'll take actually a week off. Give our guys, especially our football kids, haven't had a break since July.
Wow. They need to heal.
So we're going to take a week, and then we're like a pro team. Once it starts in January, play 3 games a week for 5 weeks.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. Well, now I'm a local St. Augustine native, so I know a little bit about the history with St. Augustine and Palatka. How good did that feel to trounce the Panthers? That's a long-standing rivalry in North Florida. I'm a Nice kid, but even I know about St. Augustine and Palatka. So how good did that feel to keep them under 30 points this season? Got to be a crowning achievement.
Our guys felt really good going into the game in terms of the game plan. It was very similar to tonight. Right, we were way more athletes on that end of the floor than our end of the floor, but we just found a way to kind of stay together and execute, and that's really what we're going to have to do tonight if we want to keep winning.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, I'm going to let you get back to warm-ups. You've got about 8 minutes to go.
It.
Thank you so much for coming
you.
out. We look forward to seeing more of St. Augustine later in the season.
Thank you.
All right, and back to do more of the pregame show. I'm going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get some starting lineups situated for you and get this game started. It's undefeated St. Augustine taking on 5-1 Oakleaf. Going to be a really good Thursday night basketball game. You're watching Hoops on SSB, and we'll be back right after this. Back here, Hoops on SSB. Real quick minute with Coach Jason Price. Got a tall order tonight in an undefeated St. Augustine team. These guys have been an offensive showcase right now. What do you got to do to beat these guys down tonight in your home court?
Yeah, they got their football guys back coming off a state championship run, the Final Four on Friday, so they just had one game together, which was last night. Coach Perez does a terrific job. Samarian Wingo, their all-world wide receivers back playing. Gardy dropped 28 here last year in the Palace. So we got our hands full of a terrific team. That's why we play the teams that we play. That's why they're playing us. And hopefully this is a precursor to some tournament opportunities that both of us hope we have down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting into December right now, so things are starting to whiten out for this first half of the academic year. Looking ahead to the 2025 half of the season. You guys are on a 5-game win streak yourself right now. How you keep the fire going? Is Jelani going to blow it up again tonight? Now, we have to fit. Has he broken the record yet, or are we really close?
We're getting in the ballpark. He's probably about right around 33s.
Okay.
He's already at 20 through 7 games, so he's assaulting. The all-time record for the season is 59. The all-time record for a career is 89.
Oh wow!
So he's got a real opportunity to do that. He keeps playing the way he's doing. He had 6 and 7 in a couple games this year. He's shooting the ball really well, but I like the balance.
Yeah.
3 guys in double figures, 2 other guys really close, averaging close to 70 points per game. I think our defense can even get better as we move forward. So encouraging signs. We got to keep that consistency going, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to a great game tonight. It's going to be
Absolutely.
packed house. Thursday Military Appreciation Night.
Yes, sir. Thank you to all the servicemen and women out there. I appreciate everything that they do, and hopefully we do a nice little service for them right there before the game.
Absolutely. We're veteran-owned and veteran-run. Got 2 guys on the
Thank
camera
you.
saluting our country right now.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
Coach
service.
Price. Appreciate it
Yep.
very much. Coach Jason Price with us right now. So we got the starting lineups for you. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get back behind the chair, get out of the way. Joe Anderson, he's on PA tonight, and we're going to come back right here. It's a packed house tonight. Hoops on SSB is going to be a great ball game. We'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back to Hoops on SSB. It is Military Appreciation Night here at the Palace, and we are recognizing our veterans, including our very own Aaron Bellchamber and Garrett Binford. Both of them have served our country with distinction and now are part of a veteran-owned company. NJRTC unit Oakleaf High School will be presenting the colors tonight, and we will remain here for the national anthem, which I've been assured will be copyright free, so we can go ahead and listen in tonight and support the cadets.
Is Cadet Chief Petty Officer Ayanna Knox. The rifle bearers are Cadet Lieutenant Junior Grade Andrew Lyons and Cadet Ensign Olivia Price. The color guard is directed by Cadet Ensign Armani Martin. Gentlemen, please remove your hat for the playing of our national anthem.
Always our pleasure to showcase the NJRTC units as they present the colors. All of the ROTC units in the area, we salute you on Military Appreciation Night. Take that, YouTube. No copyright strike for you. Want to give a big shout out and a thank you to young Ezra Price, who's going to be helping us out on the scoreboard tonight. Starting lineups now for the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets, visiting from just up the way on Varela Avenue in St. Johns County. Number 2, Nico Ramirez. Number 5, shooting guard Dorian Grimes. Number 20, also shooting guard or point guard, Braylon Durden. Power forward, number 21, Will Pettigrew. And shooting forward, small forward rather, number 24, Jordan Wood. On the other side for the Oakleaf Knights, typical starting lineup for Coach Price. Number 0, Jelani Wright. Number 2, Jarius Brown. Number 3, Dan, the Foot Clan Footman. Number 4, Tyler Owens. And number 5, Danny Huffman. Again, this is an undefeated St. Augustine team and a 5-1 Oakleaf team on a 5-game win streak. Plenty to talk about tonight in terms of offense. We're looking forward to an excellent game on Thursday night. BP alongside the SSB crew. Don't forget, if you are watching this on YouTube, smack that subscribe button and click that notification bell. Especially during basketball season, the games are scheduled to start at a certain time, and we don't always get to do that because of travel. In this case, the St. Augustine team a little bit late coming in tonight. We are now at 7:52 for tip-off here. So always hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That'll let you know when we are live. Get that next broadcast available for you. We are ready to go here from the Palace. This is our only game of the week, so we are fired up for that. We've got a busy schedule for you next week. I will talk about that throughout the game. Coming out to jump center for the Oakleaf Knights. Believe they will have Footman. He is the tallest guy on the floor. And we already have a technical foul being called here. This is Dorian Grimes shooting 2. And I did not see what the call was in all of the pregame festivities. So we will not start with a jump ball. We will start with technical foul shots. This has happened more often than not here when we started basketball games. So St. Augustine doesn't do a thing. The clock doesn't move, and they already have a 1-0 lead. So the Jackets will start with possession, and we are now underway. Grimes will dribble to the right side. Look up, dishes down, stolen. Footman gets a handle on it. Huffman will bring it up, and now Owens will start the point, and we're underway for the Oakleaf Knights. Owens will play point to start the ball game. Rotating around. Oakleaf will run that motion offense. They will try to find a way to get Footman in the lane. Haven't set the screen just yet, looking for an opening. Huffman looks around. Footman will come out, drop a screen. Owens comes around. St. Augustine staying disciplined in zone defense. Dish it around. Quick rotation, good. Oakleaf gets their first field goal of the night and takes a 1-point lead. They will go right to pressure as predicted, and we'll have a stoppage of play and a traveling violation, turnover to the Knights. I know there's going to be some friends watching the broadcast tonight. If you hear that ridiculous voice on the PA, that's our good friend Joe Anderson, who did a football game with us last season. I will promise to do as many things as I can in Arthur Crofton. Back up, no good. Right will shoot from 3, no questions asked. A little strong on that one, though. St. Augustine will bring it in transition. Oakleaf falling back into defense now. They'll try the right side and into the elbow. Dish it back. Pull-up jumper, no good. Pettigrew misses the mark. Owens hauls it in, and then we're back on offense for the night. Owens over around to Brown. Brown gets it down to Huffman, who bounces it off the glass, take it to the bank, put it in. Back to pressure now. Jackets in the corner. Tipped ball, loose. Oakleaf grabs it. Huffman get another one. And that's what they plan to do, get that pressure deep. It's up to St. Augustine to break it. They do get across half court in a hurry. Durden now rotates to the right side. He goes underneath. And he actually dishes it off. That was not Durden. This time that was, no, correction, that was Durden. I got a miss angle on that one. Braylon Durden with a bucket. 6-3 now. Owens to Brown and back. Rotating to right. Nothing doing that side. Looking for the screen, can't find it. Owens trying to dribble into traffic. He's got 3 defenders on him. Kicks it out to Jelani. Jelani, good!
That's all 3 from my boy, Jelani White.
He will shoot from 3, no questions. Give him the opportunity, he'll take it. Looking for trying to break that Oakleaf record. Durden. Down low, kicks it into the lane. That's Wood. Jordan Wood kicks it out. Nico Ramirez. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, right. Owens will now bring the offense up, and they'll get settled in. Owens takes a dribble into traffic, dishes, and no, they say that's going to be out of bounds. Huffman couldn't get a handle on that one, didn't get the foul, so they'll turn it over. Substitution coming in. Actually, I think they're going to sit him down. Samari and Wingo coming in again, just back from football season, and it looks like he needs to make a wardrobe adjustment real quick, so he will head to the locker room. Jackets in all-out pressure, trying to break through. They'll get a quick pass out. That's Ramirez. Ramirez in a double team. They'll dish it off. Stripped. Dorian Grimes recovers it. They'll have a tip. Footman gets the reception, and then they're going to turn it. Nope, they won't. They get it right back down to Oakleaf. We sit at 9-3 right now with 4:51 to go. Dish it out. Footman kicks it. Shot. That's good. That's 2 for Wright.
3 more from my boy, Jelani Wright, right there.
So far by my rough count, he's 2 of 3 from three-point land. Again, staying in pressure. Jackets can't break it, turn it over. Huffman. Back out to Wright. Wright again. Ridiculous. He is hot, hot, hot. Jelani Wright, and he'll force a timeout. Jackets timeout right now. Jelani Wright shooting 75% from three-point land already with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. 15-3. Oakleaf forces the St. Augustine full timeout. Going to have to keep track of that one right now. That is 3. We are not sponsored by Light 96.1, but if we were, Joe Anderson would have a meltdown right now. Yes, I got that on camera. It's always good to have friends in the PA booth. It really is. I've got some work for you to do in a minute, sir. Just hang on. When you get a minute, sir. I know you're occupied at the moment, but always multitasking here at SSB. Reset here, 4:12 in the first, 15-3 is your score. St. Augustine, as expected, would have to battle this full court pressure, and they do, but Samarian Wingo is now in the game. Also, Dexter Baker is in there as well. Durden back over to Baker. Wingo on the right side. Turnover. Huffman, look out. And swatted. Samarian Wingo. That was ridiculous. Holy cow. Make sure we get that one on the highlight reel later, too. Goodness gracious. Samarian Wingo climbed the ladder and swatted that back to I-10. Right. Kicks it down. Huffman will get a second shot at it. No good. Over the rim and out. Jackets will stay in pressure. Wingo. Already made a defensive splash this game. Trying to find something to rotate around. They've got him up top. Movement, they'll kick it back out. Durden looks around into the lane there. And outside, there's Wingo. Good. And the duel has begun. Samarian Wingo with a 3 already. Just one team foul so far for Oakleaf, and I believe that was a technical. Jelani Wright with the answer. No, he's short. Rebound Jackets. If you like a three-point contest, you're probably going to get one this game. Durden tries to come around a screen. Can't get there. Pettigrew gives it off. He'll rotate around. Durden dribbles behind the back, loses the handle, then gets it, and then Tyler Owens will tie it up there, and they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Oakleaf, so the Knights will resume. Huffman. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in this very busy first quarter. Not a lot of contact, though, not a lot of fouls. Very clean defensive game. Owens rotates around to Brown. Brown will come around a screen from Footman. Try to get into the lane, can't do it. Rotates to right. Right, up top from the elbow. That's good.
Nice 2 more for Jelani Wright there for the Knights.
17-6 right now, approaching 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Wingo back and forth, just playing catch with Dexter Baker. Wingo pushes it up, steps back and shoots. No good. No box out by St. Augustine. They give it over to Oakleaf. Owens comes around, looks for the screen, dribbles into the lane, steps up, pulls up, off the glass, no good. Footman tries to get a rebound on it, can't get it. Braylon Durden now at half court. He's up on Owens. Pass in the lane. Wingo gets a handle on it, but then steps out of bounds.
Ball goes back to Oakleaf.
Coming into the game, Amari Butler-Bailey, number 24. He enters in. Footman and Brown will take a seat. Also checking in for the Knights will be Adrian North, AJ North. North. Tie up, loose ball. Jackets on the break. Baker gets the rebound, no good. And we'll have a foul. Call a foul on North. That's his first, second team foul. So to the line, 0, Dexter Baker. St. Augustine has led once, and that was off technical shots at the beginning of the game. Now down 9. Make that 8. First free throws in the books for the Jackets. And St. Augustine has been pretty dominant, even without some of their football players on the basketball side. 2 shots good there, 17-8 now, $1:06 to go in the quarter. Owens comes around the screen, then falls back. Looks around, gives to right. Jelani with the left hand, pulls it up north. North will rotate into the lane. A little contact, no call. Jackets, Wingo, here we go, and he'll pull up and get fouled. So AJ's going to get a second foul on that one. Second, third team foul. Jermaine Robinson will come in for the Knights at the first substitution opportunity. Meantime, Samari and Wingo will take a pair. They have reset the game clock to 45 seconds. So North already with a pair of fouls, coming aggressive. They'll have to pay attention to that. Wingo misses his first shot. We'll try a second here. Second shot in and out, no good. Rebound hauled in by Tyler Owens. Oakleaf moving in transition. Owens loses the handle on it. Aggressive move for the ball. There's a pass and it's intercepted. Butler Bailey loses the handle, has to pick up his dribble. Gives it to Wright. Odd transition there, but Oakleaf the beneficiary. Wright picks up his dribble, kicks it down. Huffman. Coming up on 20 seconds here. Owens will reset. Oakleaf taking their time now, down to 15 seconds. Owens up top with Jordan Wood. Wood comes around the screen. Wingo rotates with him. Another lost handle. Last seconds of the first quarter. Wingo will get it into Dexter Baker, and that is good. And Oakleaf will win the first quarter, but that's going to end the first quarter. Yeah, they don't stop the clock on those made baskets like that. So 17-10 our score. Pretty good first quarter, about what we expected so far. Oakleaf with a commanding lead right now, but St. Augustine starting to settle in. Let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back for the second quarter of action. You're watching Hoops on SSB, and we'll be back right after this.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Welcome back to second quarter of action here. 17-10, Oakleaf with the lead.
Or on their website, Sunshine State Broadcasting. Check them out.
St. Augustine started a little sluggish. They had to dodge some Oakleaf pressure to get things going, but now they seem to have settled in here. Dexter Baker rotates around. He'll drive into the lane, hops up, and will throw a pass that is intercepted. Huffman takes it in, pass alley-oop, and then we're good. 19-10 our score.
Danny Huffman along with Tyler Rose for the bucket.
Wingo trying to find a hole in the lane. Gets it there. Baker is good, and he'll get the foul. Call the foul on Owens. That's his first team foul. 7:23 to go in the second quarter now. 19-12 our score. Dexter Baker will make an attempt at a three-point play. Can't get the bounce. Huffman hauls in the rebound.
Huge rebound by Danny Huffman.
Huffman dribbling one-on-one, runs into a player there, trying to set a screen, and they're going to stop it, call a jump ball. So they're going to turn that to Oakleaf now. 7:08 on the game clock. Bring it back in. Butler Bailey brings it around. Checking into the game, Marcus Goggins Trujillo. Stops it with 7:05. Huffman will bring it back in. Butler Bailey and Huffman up top against a 2-3 zone. Goggins Trujillo running around a screen. Pulls up, jumper. Bounces and gets the bounce. Benefit roll there. 21-12 now. 6:45 to go in the half. Baker over to Wingo. Wingo trying to come around a screen from Pettigrew. Pettigrew rolls off the screen. Good movement. Good pass and screen away by the Jackets. Fundamental basketball there. Goggins Trujillo now at the point. They'll rotate around. Marcus will kick it back out to Huffman. Right, and Goggins Trujillo will switch. Huffman trying to hop into the lane, no dice. Butler Bailey with the putback.
2 more for Oakleaf, count 'em.
Aggressive basketball underneath. Jackets still down 9. Baker trying to come around, can't do it. Double team, Wingo. They've got his number for sure. Pettigrew tries to float it in, no good. Back off the back of the rim there, under 6 to go. Goggins Trujillo up with Baker. Baker playing aggressive, he'll dish it off to Huffman. Get a screen, and they're going to call that a foul on the side. It's Dexter Baker's first foul. They're going to call him a hand check. Owens and Jarius Brown will check back in. They're going to, looks like they're going to sit Jelani and Huffman. Going to go to a smaller set here for the Knights. Owens to Brown. Brown loses the handle temporarily, picks it back up, and they'll rotate up top. Owens takes it himself all the way, reverse and good.
A beautiful number by number 4, Tyler Owens.
Can't argue with that one bit. Dorian Grimes now bringing the ball up for the Jackets. Crossover dribble, gets around Butler Bailey, pull-up jumper, and no, they're going to call a foul. Call a foul on Butler Bailey, his first. Second team foul. Shot's good for Dorian Grimes. Cuts the lead to 10. 5:15 to go. Grimes will take that second shot. Good. 25-16 now. Jackets crawling back here, down 9. Owens up against the zone. Wiggle that foot, be careful. Over to Brown. Brown loses the handle. Collapses into Goggins. Trujillo will pick it up. They're looking for some help. They'll bring it back up top to Tyler Owens. They'll reset. Jermaine Robinson up top looking to try to set a screen. Watching his man. Shot. Too deep. St. Augustine recovers that. Samari and Wingo now. Looking to rotate around. Baker tries to cross over it, and now we're going to call a travel violation. He did not put that ball on the turf one more time. They'll say too much movement. 4:28 to go in the half. 25-16 our score. Kind of a costly turnover. Baker had a good read on that one. Might have scored. Owens will now take his time bringing the ball up and now pick up some speed. Trying to get some motion. Dish out underneath. Nope, Jackets are all over it. Stripped. Wingo tells him to back off. He'll take it himself and gets across half court. More substitutions coming in for the Knights. Footman and Jelani Wright will come back in. Oakleaf's turned him over one more time. Here comes Butler Bailey. He can't handle it. And a foul call. Jordan Wood gets a handle, but it drew contact. Goggins Trujillo, that's his first foul, third team foul.
Foul number 11, Marcus.
St. Augustine will retain possession. Take it in from the back court. Baker. Baker over to Wingo. Takes around, rotates. Picked off. Tyler Owens just stripped him blind. And a twofer.
That's a steal and 2 from my man Tyler Owens. Put 'em both up.
Good sneak and stab on the pressure on that one, all the way with buckets. Oakleaf resumes full court pressure. Wingo. Off to the side with Tyler Owens up top. He's looking around, finds a no-look pass. Thought about a three, can't get it. Baker will pass. Wingo looking for somebody in the lane. Wingo pulls it up, and that's all air. Rebound, well, if you can call it that. St. Augustine, they'll recover it. Boom. Braylon Durden recovers that one and puts 2 on the board for St. Augustine. 27-18 now, approaching 3 minutes. Interesting exchange so far. St. Augustine shot. Goggins, no, can't get it. Footman tries to put back, bounces it off of Wingo's face. Inadvertent, of course. Coming in, Nico Ramirez back in the game. Dorian Grimes will take a seat. St. Augustine ball underneath. 2-man full court pressure right now. Jackets with some numbers, so Oakleaf will just creep back. Baker down, good pass into the lane. That is no good. Wingo rips it down, loose ball foul called. Say the foul's on the floor, and St. Augustine will retain possession. So no foul there. Looks like it was out of bounds at the baseline. Baker gives it up. Durden will now reset the offense. Back to Baker. Baker has Ramirez in the lane. He'll rotate out. Wingo will cut across. Baker gives it back to Wingo. Owens on him. Ramirez will set a screen. Wingo pulls up. Good pass into the lane. And a shot. Jordan Wood uses his body, gets in there and gets 2. 27-20 now. 2:15 to go. Jackets playing on pace with Oakleaf right now. Only down 7. Wright kicks it up. Huffman tries to come to the top of the zone, give it back to Wright. Wright will dish down low. Goggins back to Wright. Wright across court. Huffman into the lane. Reverse. No good. Put back. Good. Footman cleans it up. 29-20.
Put back by number 3, Dan Footman.
Under 2 to go. 1:40 to play here in the half. It's been entertaining and fast-paced, that's for sure. Not a lot of contact. Very disciplined set of teams here. Wingo coming around trying to get a screen from Ramirez. Pass, they did it again. A hack, no call. Goggins Trujillo kicks it out to Huffman. Huffman takes it himself, tries to stride in, no good. Footman will try to get a rebound, but no, they'll say it, turn it over. 1:15 to go. 9-point lead for the Jackets. Durden. Will Pettigrew is going to check in here, the next stoppage. Wingo. Over to Baker. Tries to get a screen from Ramirez. Deep 3, no good. Right into Jelani Wright's hands. He'll catch the pass. Goggins. Under a minute now to play. Up top, gets around a screen from Huttman, falls into a double team. Huffman will take it himself. Quick dish, and contact right there.
A dirty no-look pass by Tyler Owens. Foul on the Jackets.
Call the foul on Jordan Wood. That's his first, second team foul. So to the line now, Daniel Huffman to shoot 2. Trying to bring this back to a double-digit lead. First one for Huffman. Good. 30-20 now. 49.9 left to play in the half. Ramirez will come out. Pettigrew spells him now. Make some adjustments in the lane here. Huffman will take his second. A little strong, try to get a rebound. Footman can't get it. Jackets will bring it up, trying to cut into this deficit. Wingo now playing point guard. Quick dish off to Baker. They'll get it down to Pettigrew, and they'll play rotate around. Taking their time, approaching 30 seconds to play. Durden. Just playing keep away. Looks like St. Augustine trying to close out the half, maybe take one final shot. Goggins Trujillo up top. Coach Price imploring his defense just to stay patient. No fouls. Coming up on 10 seconds to go. Baker back over to Wingo. Get around the screen. Passes out. Ball's loose. Oakleaf gets a hold on it, and they're going to call the foul. Call the foul on Samari and Wingo. That's his first, third team foul. And a delay of game warning called on Dexter Baker. One more of those and they'll have a technical. Stripped. Clock should have started, and it did not. So they will run this out, and they said it's no good. So that's the half. That'll do it for the half. So yeah, the clock never started on that one for the main scoreboard. I'm sure ours did. 30-20 right now. Oakleaf with a good lead over St. Augustine. Very entertaining game. And we're going to take a quick break, take a halftime breath, and when we come back, we'll have more of this excellent ball game. Hoops on SSB returns right after this.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Getting ready for the second half of action here. Hoops on SSB, 30-20 right now. Oakleaf with a lead over the St. Augustine Jackets. St. Augustine coming into the matchup at 5-0 right now, and this is probably the most difficult team they have faced this season. Getting back to action here in just a moment. Happy you're with us tonight. Quick reminder on social media, you can find us on said platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Find us on Facebook and X at SSBJax, and on Instagram at ssb.jax. Also, if you use the Threads app, brought to you by Instagram, just find our Instagram handle. All right, whole team is back. We're back to work. Daniel Huffman will bring it in. Owens has got the ball, and we're underway. Jelani Wright, quick passing already to get things started. Owens from downtown, off the glass. Take it to the bank, 33-20, and that's how we start. Oakleaf has backed off the full court press a little bit here. They were playing that very deep into the St. Augustine backcourt in the first half. Pettigrew. Over to Braylon Durden, who kicks it over to Wood. Dexter Baker in the lane. Pettigrew, good. Nice ball movement. Fundamental basketball. Coach Bo Clark, when he was coaching at Flagler College, used to call that the old pass and cut. I do miss going to Coach Bo's camps. Jarius Brown takes his shot right off the glass. No dice, just a little wide. Jelani Wright came out in the first quarter absolutely atomic. He has cooled off since. Durden over to Baker. Owens trying to take a stab at it. He successfully stole one of those earlier. Quick rotation, pull up, Wood, no good. Oakleaf will haul that in. No box out by the Jackets. Owens comes over to the right side, rotates out to Huffman. Owens will cut across, come back out of the wing, steps back from three-point land. In and out, no good. Good box out by Dexter Baker. In transition, 1-on-4, takes it himself but loses the handle, and he will turn it over.
Out of bounds off the Jackets, that's Oakleaf ball.
St. Augustine a little too aggressive on that one. Probably should have held up and waited for some numbers there. Owens. Footman will give and go. Owens bounces it off. Footman will try to grab it, and they'll turn that over to St. Augustine. 33-22 now, 6:04 to go in this third period. Happy you're with us tonight on SSB. Dexter Baker's been a busy man tonight. Samari and Wingo still in. Braylon Durden now will cut back to Wingo. They'll break the pressure. Again, not as aggressive as it was earlier. Wingo falls, still maintains it. Dribbles into the lane, dishes out, and Oakleaf basketball. Conversation with the officials here. And no, they're going to say St. Augustine ball. Not sure what the discussion was, but nonetheless, Jackets will maintain possession of the baseline. Quick pass out, Durden. They'll get to Baker, and they'll try to rotate around, looking for a screen. Wingo. Takes a dribble, gets a pass to nobody. That'll turn over to St. Augustine. And Jackets will take a timeout here with 5:35 to go in the third period. 33-22 right now. Oakleaf has opened it up a little bit. And this is kind of what we expected. I know talking to head coach Marcus Perez at the top of the broadcast, saying that he did have a tall order tonight, especially playing against that Oakleaf pressure early. And that's exactly what they ran into. The Knights went straight ahead in the first quarter and started really pushing him into the backcourt, and it played to their advantage. And that's kind of why Oakleaf has this lead right now. For Coach Price, it's maintain at this point, try to keep that deficit open. You know, St. Augustine's crawled back just a little bit and have cut the deficit to as much as 7. But now we're sitting at an 11-point lead.
State Broadcasting on YouTube.
And again, happy you are with us tonight. It's Thursday night. This is our only game this week. Next week, boy, do we have a schedule for you. If you like high school basketball, you're going to get your fill next week. Tuesday night, we go to our inaugural broadcast at St. John's Country Day School. The Spartans are hosting the Beachside Barracudas. First time we've been over there to St. John's. Then, later on in the week, 3 consecutive days of basketball on SSB as we go over to Fleming Island and Orange Park for the Battle on the Island tournament. Action starts on Thursday night for us at 6:30 approximately, and we'll have 2 games for you on Thursday night. The rest of the tournament will be determined by those brackets, and we'll give you the full breakdown as we go. But expect day 1, we'll have a twofer for you. Back-to-back basketball Thursday night starting at Fleming Island High School. Jarius Brown slips and falls, and unfortunately that is a traveling violation, even though the ground kind of made you do it. So yeah, we have a big slate next week, so it's good to take a breath this week, get this game in. They've been expecting this one, very much circled it. Will not be the last time we see Oakleaf on the cameras, though. Big move by Baker, who overshoots it. Pettigrew tries to get in, off the glass, he gets the bounce. Dexter Baker had an aggressive drive to the hole. Will Pettigrew cleans it up. 33-24 now, 5 minutes in the third. Get around a screen there. Brown over to Wright. Wright up top with Wood. Wright takes it himself. Long and strong is Jelani Wright. An excellent move to the hole around Jordan Wood. Wingo. Kicks it over Baker now to Durden. Durden at the top. Right into Dan Footman's hands. Turnover, they get it back. Wingo gets it back. Baker will finish it off right there. 2 more for St. Augustine and a call. We're going to call a technical foul on Dexter Baker. Had a warning for the delay of game, and Dexter Baker gets teed up for a second delay now. First one's a warning, second one the team. And Tyler Owens will now come shoot 2. Oakleaf will get the ball. Looks like Amari Butler-Bailey's going to come in here. Owens misses the first one. 35-26 now with 4:28 to go in this third quarter. Owens shoots his second technical and makes it. Extends the lead to 10 points now. Butler-Bailey will check in. They'll sit Jarius Brown right now. Oakleaf will inbound from the side. Owens comes around the screen. Footman can set that long frame right up top. Good. That's 12 points from three-point land for Jelani Wright by my count. Wood kicks it out, trying to find a screen. Trouble down lane, and they're going to call it right there as a foul. Tyler Owens' second, first team foul in this period. Each team with only 1 team foul so far. Jackets try to float this out. Braylon Durden get it up top. Spin move. Kicks it out. Wingo saves it. Looking to find some penetration on this Oakleaf offense. Pettigrew. Gives it back up to Wingo. Wingo trying to direct traffic. Man-to-man defense for Oakleaf. Kicks it into the lane. Nope, actually to the wing now. Jordan Wood gives it up. Tries to cut to the lane. Nothing there. Wingo caught in a double team. Kicks it out. Baker. Over to Durden. Durden now in a double team. They'll kick it out. Pettigrew. Pass to Wingo. Good ball movement. Wood gets hacked. No block. Clean. Wright will have the ball and get fouled. Samarian Wingo's second foul. Second team foul. Jackets have not been able to break through this Oakleaf defense with much success. Knights playing fairly disciplined basketball. Amari Butler-Bailey back in the game now. We'll give to Owens. Owens to Wright. Wright thought about it. Pulls up from the elbow. Pass. No contact call. Jackets turn it over. Baker, 2-on-1. They give to Wood. Wood waits for it and then gets fouled. Now let's see if they count the basket. I think they're going to call that on the floor. They're going to call Footman for the foul. That's his first, second team foul. No basket on the play. Jackets give this up. Durden gets it away. Good body movement. He'll pull up jumper. Good. Splash. Great shot. Clock is not moving here officially. We're going to have a clock reset here. We're going to run that down to 3 minutes, and then we'll get going here. Scoreboard not operating there. And now we're good. So 3 minutes on the clock officially. We'll adjust it on our side. Owens. Trying to look for an inbound. Avoids the 5-second violation. Gets it into the backcourt. Huffman. Huffman takes it himself. Trying to get around. Sets up for Owens. Owens kicks it to Footman. Footman puts it on the ground. No call. Could have gone either way, honestly. A lot of
points for Amari Butler-Bailey.
A lot of contact. Amari Butler-Bailey gets the score. Jackets now having to fight through St. Augustine, Oakleaf pressure. Wingo cuts through. Just avoid now. That's going to be tipped, so they're not going to call the backcourt. And now we have a call on the court. And they're going to turn the ball over back to St. Augustine. Do we have a timeout? I think we have a timeout here. Okay, St. Augustine's going to call a full timeout here. Now we got that squared away. So we got technical fouls on both teams here. So one's going to be on Dorian Grimes, and then one called on Jelani Wright. And I think we've got all that squared away, so everybody's going to... Okay, I think we got that confused here. So Huffman looks like he's going to get the technical foul. Baker's going to get a technical foul. That's Baker's second technical. And then we have a timeout called by St. Augustine. Comes at 2:26 to go in the third. Again, to reset right now, 41-28 is our score. St. Augustine, 14 fouls. They have no more fouls to give before they send Oakleaf to the line. Oakleaf has 3. They've got 1 before they'll send St. Augustine shooting.
Remember, tonight, sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
I think we have it all squared away now. All right, we're back in business. St. Augustine gets the ball after all that's said and done. I thought we were going to shoot technical shots. We did not. Some confusion on that whole series, but we're back in business. Baker kicks it down to Wingo. Wingo gets it in the middle, pulls it up. Durden floats it in, no good. Outboxed. Turns it to St. Augustine. Looks like they're going to call that off of Jelani Wright, I think. Interesting series so far in the third quarter. Jackets trying to get that out. They finally do. Wingo hauls it in. He runs, pulls it up. That misses 3. Grabbed really quick by Baker. Wood now gets it up. Baker holding his stomach temporarily there. He might have been running into some hands loose. Wingo. Baker kicks it over to Durden now. Durden trying to find a screen. Ball is knocked loose. Give it over to Wingo. Wingo puts it on the floor, pull-up jumper. Bounces it off the front of the rim. Footman gets on that. That's what Justice Glasses. We're back to work. Jelani Wright now. In the corner. Knocks it out. Oakleaf ball. 1:18 to go here. 41-28. Jermaine Robinson will check in for Footman.
Jermaine Robinson, number 21.
Give that up right. Comes up, Durden trying to swat that loose. So find a screen, can't get it. Switches it over to Butler Bailey. Butler Bailey, strong move to the hole, and that's good.
Gorgeous put in by number 24.
Baker, who's had his name called for the wrong reasons tonight in technical fouls. Double team across the backcourt. Wingo now stuck in that double team again. A third person comes over. That opens up to the numbers. Good passes. Pettigrew puts it on the floor once. No good. Call a foul. Call a foul on Butler Bailey. Fourth team foul. That's second for Amari. Will Pettigrew now goes to the line. He'll shoot two. 45.4 seconds left to go in this third period. That's been rather busy from the officiating standpoint. It's the most whistles we've had in this game so far. Pettigrew's first shot is good. Will Pettigrew trying to make this 30 points for the Jackets. He does. Cuts the lead down to 13. Substitutions coming in. Marcus Goggins-Trujillo checks in now. He'll give Dan Huffman a break.
In for the Knights, Marcus Goggins, number 1. Goggins is down.
44-9 left on the clock. Jermaine Robinson brings it in. It tips that one. Samarian Wingo doing what he does. He finally takes it to the lane and scores. Jackets now on full court pressure. They'll dish it around. Wright gives it to Jermaine Robinson, who draws contact.
Foul on the Jackets. 2 shots for the Knights.
Will Pettigrew, that's his first. St. Augustine over the limit now. Everybody will shoot for Oakleaf if they're fouled. Shot is good. 44-32 now. 23.6. Second shot's up, in and out. Pettigrew hauls that in. They'll give it to Wingo. 20 seconds to go. Jackets are going to have to move with some urgency. Dorian Grimes back in. Wingo tries to get that in. Wow, what a move. Turns the ball over. 11-6 left.
Turnover by the Jackets. Knights ball. 11 seconds left in the quarter.
Goggins-Trujillo. And we're going to reset to 9 here. Clock was mishandled. And we're back. 9 seconds and counting here. Oakleaf moving quickly. Some contact.
Blocking foul on St. Augustine. Knights ball.
So there's no 4 on the floor right now. So they're going to cut the foul on Dexter Baker. That's his second. Again, St. Augustine over the limit right now, so they will shoot the way through. 6:2 left to go. Owens gets one in, 45-32. Nico Ramirez checking in for the Yellow Jackets. Owens' second shot, clean. Last bit for St. Augustine in this quarter. They're going to have to move quick. Oakleaf pressing immediately. Collapse on the double team. Durden trying to get that through. Wright's going to shoot it, and that's going to go no good. 46-32, our score at the end of 3. Oakleaf with a commanding lead right now, and they've poured it on in this quarter. We'll take a commercial timeout and come back for the final period of play. You're watching Hoops on SSP, and we'll be back right after this.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Fourth quarter of action getting ready to start here. 46-32. Oakleaf with the lead. They're trying to deal St. Augustine their first loss of the season. Meanwhile, Oakleaf trying to move to 6-1 on the year. The Knights are on a 5-game win streak. They lost their opener here to Atlantic High School, a game you saw here on SSB. Since then, the Knights have been on fire, looking to keep that up again tonight. Dexter Baker up at point. Dorian Grimes also back on the floor now. Rotates around, trying to find somebody in the lane. Can't so far. They penetrate, give it to Wingo, who's kind of acting like a big man. Pettigrew down low, and they're going to call a foul on the play, I believe.
Jump ball stays with the Jackets.
Call the foul on Jelani Wright. That's his first team foul. Give it to Wingo now, off the inbound. Wingo pulls up, got it. Samarian Wingo, a little quiet tonight. He had 28 last night. Hasn't been very active this evening. Oakleaf has held him at bay. We've had a lot of double teams going on. Owens takes it to the lane himself. Can't get it, but he'll get a foul. Call that foul on Dorian Grimes. It's his first. First team foul. Owens back to the line for a pair. Perfect on that one. 47-34 now, 7:22 to go in the ball game. Been all Knights. Shots up, look a little strong, but it's good. St. Augustine back on the attack. The lead is now 14. Still fighting through that pressure. Wingo. Over to Grimes. Grimes on the left hand. Good pass. What a move. Dexter Baker finishes it off, and an excellent offensive execution by the Knights there. They need a few more of those. Oakleaf right back on the attack. St. Augustine up to 3-2 right now. What a move. Tyler Owens answers with his own drive to the hole. Samarian Wingo now on point guard. Kicks it out, tipped. Pettigrew can't get a hold of it. Butler Bailey hauls it in. Goggins Trujillo now will bring it up.
Ball stolen by Amari Butler Bailey.
Over to Robinson. Finds a man in the lane, too strong for Tyler Owens to turn it over. An empty possession there. Clock should not be running right now. Clock should be stopped. Nonetheless, the referees are going to let it go. No, it's good now. 6:17 according to their count. We'll play on. Baker. Wingo's trying to get a screen. Kicks it out. Pettigrew now tests the defense. They'll rotate. Grimes. They'll play keep away for a minute, under 6 minutes. Pettigrew, try to pass in the lane, can't get it. Contact right there, and Tyler Owens almost ended up in the second row. Call a third foul there. "30-second timeout by St. Augustine. All he has left now are 30-second timeouts. 5:48 to go, 50-36 our score.
Don't forget to check out Sunshine State
Had a
Broadcasting.
busy game tonight. A lot of activity. Haven't been able to grab the score there. Did he mention my name, Courtney? I hate it when he does that. Likes to use my full name as a comma. Joe Anderson on the PA tonight, our good friend. He's a dean here at Oakleaf. Who let that man be a dean, I'll never know. There, Mama, there goes that man again. Oh, goodness. Crystal, I hope you're watching this. Or if you're not, you'll watch it later. I'll clip it. Pettigrew comes around there, rotating, trying to get somebody in the lane. Oakleaf has done a really good job of not giving them those looks. Rotates. Knights stay disciplined. Try to get down to the lane. Pettigrew gets the handle away, and they're going to call. What are the officials calling? I think they're going to call foul. Jermaine Robinson's first team foul. Substitutions coming in. Looks like Jordan Wood's going to check back in for Pettigrew now. On the inbounds. Way downtown. Durden tries to go to the hole. Flips it up. No good. Out rebounded. Amari Butler-Bailey with a power move to the ball. Gives it to Trujillo. Dan Footman looks like he's going to check in. Stolen. Wingo. 2-on-1. Got some help. Rotates around. They cowl and count it.
Foul Oakleaf.
Call a foul on Goggins Trujillo. Samari and Wingo will get a chance to complete a three-point play here. Helfman and Footman check in. Deficit's been cut to 12. 5:04 to play. Wingo for a single shot. Shots up and can't get the roll. Footman rebounds, that's why he's in. Jelani Wright comes around some pressure, gives it off to Footman. Footman on the outside to Butler-Bailey, rotating to Owens. Kicks out. Good move to the hole. Owens will play keep away, and they'll rotate to the top, start the method again here. 4:50 to go. Samar and Wingo up top on defense for the Jackets. Rotating all the way around. Good ball movement. Butler-Bailey can't get it. Footman puts it back. No good. Footman a second chance. Loose ball. Kicks it back in. Nope, they're going to say he touched the baseline and turns it over. Coach Price thinks he saw a lot of contact on there. This has been a pretty physical game, all things considered. 4:36 to go here. Jackets have got to come up with something. Down 12. Still plenty of time on the clock here. A couple of empty possessions by Oakleaf, and they can make a difference here. Wingo on the left side. Taking his time, trying to let his team move around. Goes over to Wood. Wood brings it in. Nope. Butler-Bailey will rebound that. No box out by the Jackets. Owens. Huffman to the lane. Butler-Bailey. No. They'll call Wingo for the foul on that one. He went for the block and got some contact. And by my count, that looks like his third personal. Second team foul for Oakleaf. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 4 team fouls by Oakleaf. They have no more to give. St. Augustine has 2 right now. Butler-Bailey. First one's good, 51-38 right now. Second one is up and no good. Jackets will rebound it. Dexter Baker starts that downtown. Samarian Wingo takes it to the lane, and he'll go back to the line. I guess they're going to get Butler-Bailey with that one, I think. So they did get Butler-Bailey with the foul there, some confusion. 24 was the call. So Wingo will shoot 2. Oakleaf now has forced St. Augustine into bonus. Shot's good. 51-39 right now. Second shot gets the roll. 2 more for Samara and Wingo. Cuts the deficit down to 11. Under 4 to play. Full court pressure by St. Augustine. Butler Bailey will get the reception, and then that pass is, or shot is blocked rather. He'll try to pass it out. Huffman uses his body. They'll kick it out. Owens takes a 3. Good. Timeout, Oakleaf. They'll take a 30-second timeout here. Extends the lead to 14 now. 54-40. 3:40 to go in the game. Again, St. Augustine had a 1-point lead before we even really started play here, shooting technical fouls. The Jackets have not led since. This has been all nights. Full court pressure, the name of the game tonight. As expected, Coach Marcus Perez's team not able to break the press very often and get down and score. But Oakleaf now over the limit in fouls, so any contact that's called will get St. Augustine to the line with the clock stopped. So the Jackets should take advantage of those situations if they can. Down 14. I know it seems like insurmountable odds, but Samara and Wingo can get hot real quick and cut this in. But we'll see if the Knights, they played really good defense tonight. They've been defeating the St. Augustine rotation, not allowing them to get into the lane to get those easy baskets. The full court press has been really good. So Oakleaf has been playing their butts off tonight, doing exactly what they need to do against an explosive offensive team. We'll see if the Jackets can somehow answer this and maybe make it a ball game late. They do penetrate there, can't get the roll. Wow. Great look to the hole and just gravity not working. Jordan Wood probably beside himself and now has to go back and play defense. Clock running. Butler Bailey looking for a rotation in the lane, can't do it. Jackets play good defense, almost got a steal Baker. Owens will dish it off, ball is loose and still loose. Butler Bailey gets it, can't get it underneath. He'll recover his own rebound, give it to Footman. Footman tries to get a charge on that one all day long. And unfortunately, that was a really good look by Dan Footman, but he had too much body on it. Feet were set. Back in play here. And clock was making an adjustment here. So we're going to hold it at 2:46 now. Lead is still 14. Wingo tries to dish in the lane. They do it that time. Good. Braylon Durden's been kind of quiet now, but they've got those easy buckets right now. 54-42 should be the score. Oakleaf back at it, 56-42 now. Clock approaching 2 minutes. Over to Wingo. Wingo takes it himself, off the glass, good. Pace is quickening now. Lead is back down to 12, 2 minutes to play. Right, against tough defense. Footman across court, no good. Into the stands it goes.
If you have lost your cell phone, please come to the scores table and identify it. If you've lost your phone, come to the scores table and identify it.
Jackets back in business, under 2 to play, minute 50.
Hands, let's go. No middle, Dan. Dan, look behind you.
Quick movements. Jackets have got to play with some urgency here. Can't take too much time off the clock. Wood gets it. Wingo with a putback, no good. Grabs another rebound. In all sorts of traffic, no good. But he'll shoot 2. It's Footman's 3rd foul now. Jermaine Robinson will check in. Wingo's first shot's no good. Jermaine Robinson comes in. Footman will take a seat. Footman in a little bit of foul trouble now, late. Wingo will take a second one here. Trying to make this 11. Good. 56-45, approaching 90 seconds to play here. Jackets have got to move quickly, get a couple of turnovers. We worked on that one there. We're going to call a reaching foul. That's Wingo's fourth. Third team foul. St. Augustine does have a foul to give. Owens. Baker trips him up. And they're going to turn it over. Good duel there between Dexter Baker and Tyler Owens. Baker gets that round. 1:16 to go. 11 points. Jackets have got to move quickly. And they've got to move faster than that if they want to try to narrow the deficit here. Probably should have taken that shot. Nope. Wood trying to find a screen. Gets in the lane, can't do it, turns the ball over. Under a minute. Oakleaf will now slow this up. Try to take some time off the clock. Owens. Crossover dribble, they'll bounce around. Almost lost the handle on it, but no, they're going to call the foul. It's the last foul to give for St. Augustine. Braylon Durden, that's his first foul. Anything else will send Oakleaf to the line. Owens in the backcourt, brings it across. No foul. Turnover. Jordan Wood trying to move quickly. Samarian Wingo has it stripped. Right. Will dribble into the corner. And they give it to Owens. Clock running under 20 seconds now. Wingo has 4 fouls. He's trying to stay in for whatever's left of this game. Owens and a little kick there. Well, you know, he was going to run out the clock either way. 11.3 to go. On the inbounds there and try to get this clock running, and we'll get a foul. That'll send Oakleaf to the line. Baker has his third foul. Tyler Owens to shoot 2. Just icing on the cake here with 10.4. Knights will back everybody off the lane here. They'll just go ahead and try to rebound. First shot's no good. Owens' second shot, no good. St. Augustine will take the last play here. Try to get something on the board, no good. And Daniel Evan will take it off, run out the clock, and that's going to do it. Oakleaf has broken the St. Augustine win streak. They are winless no more. 5-1 falls the Jackets. Oakleaf goes to 6-1. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now. That game was busy as we expected. Very good basketball by both teams. Tough to end down the stretch. Oakleaf did exactly what they needed to do to get that full court pressure in to keep the Jackets at bay all night long. A reminder, next Tuesday, the 17th, we will be live at St. John's Country Day School for our first trip to Spartan Country. They'll be facing the Beachside Barracudas. Then after that, later in the week, we'll be bouncing back and forth between Fleming Island and Orange Park for the Battle on the Island Tournament. Full schedule and details coming later next week. For our producer, Courtney Wallace, our military veterans, Aaron Belchamber and Garrett Binford on the cameras, Joe Anderson hanging out with me on the PA booth. I'm not going to put him on the mic, though. He's had enough mic time tonight.
Good judgment.
Absolutely. This is BP. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next week for Hoops on SSB. So long, everyone.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Sunshine State Broadcasting, your community broadcaster. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on